I've got some things I need to say to a world that doesn't know how hard I will try to prove what I really am. I've taken time to set things right and to be all I can be. I know what I'm asking. Believe in me, you'll see. We've only just started. Look with me, see the horizon, feel the light. Let it remind you what can be if you begin to trust and believe. The dawn of a new day is closing in. Right here I stand, I won't give in. I'll stand here strong and I will not fall down. I know what I'm meant to be. The world we are in is ever changing, but there's nothing to fear. We'll always make it back to where we belong. I'm sure there will be better days. Right here I stand. Today as in the past, I aspire to be somebody whom everyone can trust. Come with me, let us find shelter from the rain. The dawn of a new day is closing in. Right here I stand, I won't give in. I'll stand here strong and I will not fall down. I know what I'm meant to be. The world we are in is ever changing, but there's nothing to fear. We'll always make it back to where we belong. I'm sure there will be more. The truth is that I have got my faith, even through mistakes. Guides me through the times when I get knocked down. Ride on wind and cloud, standing my own ground, never giving in. Fight till the end to save all that I love. This world is my home, I owe it all I've got. Seeing all that I've become, no one can take that away from me. The world we are in is ever changing, but there's nothing to fear. We'll always make it back to where we belong. I'm sure there will be better days. Right here I stand. Not gonna sleep? Kinda hard to. Your eyes are burning. You really want to sleep. Don't lie about that. Just 'cause my eyes burn and I'm tired doesn't mean that I can sleep. You should try though. I mean, your eyes being open, staring at the wall like that, especially near the fire, that's definitely not gonna help you go to sleep.
Thinking about what's gonna happen tomorrow isn't gonna help much either. Probably nightmares. After everything that's gone around, I wouldn't be surprised if you had some. I'll try my best to keep them away, though. There's only so much you can do, though. Trying is better than not trying, at least. One good night of sleep before whatever torment you have to go through tomorrow would be good. What do you think they're gonna do to us? I don't know. Maybe mind control. I don't know, torturing you before. I don't know, trying to make you into their puppets of some sort, maybe? I don't know, they're villains. They can do whatever they want. I mean, they would have killed us already if that was their intent. At least you can make that much out. My question is, though, the key thing. What do you think that's about? I don't know. I would have said that it was something about us being from a different world, but considering Doc is always here. Not always, but I mean, is here with us. That's what I meant to say. Kane is also from another world, even though he wasn't summoned the same way we were. Maybe it's to do with the way we were summoned. Maybe because we were summoned by Marlin. Do you think it would have made a difference that we were summoned by Marlin instead of by that fountain? Well, I mean, possibly. I mean, we don't exactly know how magic works in this world. True. You okay? Nightmare? I'm not the guy this time.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just a bad dream.
What about?
It's just the past. It's not.
If you don't want to talk about it, I won't press, but getting it out of your mind might be a good idea so that you don't have the nightmare again.
I. You wouldn't want to hear it. Boring old war memories. You know, your standard cliche, oh, I could have changed it, but maybe I could have done something different.
It's a lot of situations like that in life. Could have done something different to make a different outcome. Even this situation right here, there's stuff that I think about that I could have done different. Maybe we wouldn't be here.
Mm.
I feel better now that I've
Maybe.
talked to someone about it, though. So if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Mm. It's just. I've made too many of those mistakes. All the way back. Way back before I even came here. Coulda. Coulda saved my wife or my own child, my mother, my father. I could have saved them. But they were all glass to bits.
I mean,
Even the squad I was stationed with.
destiny and fate have a weird way of working. Even if they didn't die when they did, who's to say they wouldn't have died at some other time? Sometime when you couldn't have done anything to stop it.
Could have.
But what if you saved them that time, and then later on down the line, you couldn't? And they would have just met the same fate at a different time.
Could have prevented it.
Sometimes you can't.
I was right there. Bridge blew because some unlucky pilot got hit and crashed into it.
Then how could you have
We were
saved them?
separated from the blast. I could have grabbed one of the drop ships and just come over and picked them up before the beam hit. But no. No. I had to be goody two shoes. Follow orders. He even told me to go. Like I said, cliche story of some soldier who could have wished they'd done something different to save their family.
I'll be honest.
In the end, I failed.
It's kind of difficult to think of something as cliche if it's actually happened. As much as you blame yourself for what happened, if they were still alive right now, do you think they'd want, well, If they were still here somehow, maybe not alive, but if there was such thing as ghosts and such, and they could just talk to you one last time, do you think they'd be happy knowing that you still blame yourself for that?
I ask that every day.
Do you think they'd be happy to see that it's holding you back from growing, from moving on and having a completely happy life? Or at least as happy as you can get, living the kind of life we do as heroes.
Happy. Hero. Even if they saw me now, I bet they would be ashamed.
Why?
Things I've done. I'm no hero.
I think the only
Just
one of us who really are is a little sleepy boy over there.
Possibly. You know, all the good actions I've done, it doesn't add up to all the things I did in the past. Mindless. Mindless dog following orders. They tell me to shoot someone, I did it. They told me to kill them, I did it.
Or was that
Did
something
I
that
ever
you
question it?
chose to
No.
do? Or was that something that you were trained to do? Because there's a lot of mind games out there
After,
that can force you to think a certain way.
after my home planet got glass, and as I said, they all perished. An agency by the name of Oni picked me up. It's, I guess you could say the boogeyman of what I was originally part of, UNSC. And I just didn't know what else to do. After I lost him, I was myself lost. And so I became, I guess, the perfect weapon. One of their top ranked agents. Like I said, I followed each and every order like a mindless dog. Till that one night, and I saw that little girl.
Eve.
Not Eve. Other one.
Uh,
from my world. I think you saw it when we went into Eve's mind.
Mm. She looked a little bit like Eve, so I kind of just assumed.
She did. Makes me feel even worse. Killed her parents. Both of them were high-ranking rebellion targets. Shot them both. Dead in their sleep. When she finally came up into the room holding that little bear, it looked like my little girl.
There's 1,000 different lies I could tell you right now, but I'm not gonna. To be honest, there's nothing you can really do to get rid of what you've done in the past. The only thing you can really do is just try to be a better person for the future and just kind of hope you can live the rest of your life with some form of relief.
Better person.
It'll never go away, but then it's not supposed to. Because the choices that you made back then make you who you are now. I mean, if it wasn't for that little girl, if it wasn't for you killing her parents and watching her come in, wouldn't you still be the same drone of a person you were back then?
I don't know. I still feel like I am.
You're the most liveliest drone I've ever seen, man. Doc, we all make mistakes of varying kinds of wrong. Could be a little mistake like putting the mail in the wrong slot, or could be something massive which turns out to kill someone. The only thing that really matters in the end is how you handle it and try to make up for it. I think you did the right thing because you didn't try to forget about it. Yeah, you shouldn't hold on to it and blame yourself for it every day, but knowing that it happened and recognizing that it was something that shouldn't have happened and keeping that in your head for the rest of your life just as a learning experience rather than something that you regret. I think that's the way to go. But I've never really gone through anything like that, so that's probably doesn't mean much coming from me.
I mean a lot, actually. More than you can understand. Still, I can never forgive myself. No matter how much I try. Hell, every time I see Eve, see her.
Isn't that a good thing?
Hmm?
Isn't it a good thing that you see her in Eve all the time? It's like she's living on.
Yes, sir.
You know what's worse than death? Being forgotten.
Well,
Or just no one knowing you even existed in the first place. Because then, at that point, did you really ever exist at all?
sometimes I wish I didn't. Maybe some good to my world or even this world would have came by now.
I used to think like that. I used to think that me not existing would benefit most of the people that I knew. But then I actually met people who genuinely cared about me and that actually wanted me around. And I wonder, what if I had just ended it all back then, before I could meet them? How different their lives would be. Some of them wouldn't actually be alive at all right now if I hadn't met them. And I think it'd be the same for you. You've saved people. You've healed us on multiple occasions. You've been there emotionally for people. And you've affected more people than you'll ever realize that you have just by being there. Even just simple conversations, exchanges of information. The smallest of things have a very large effect in the long run. You not existing could be the difference between life and death for countless individuals. It's hard to see if it's yourself. It really is.
Guess you're right.
If it means anything, I'm glad you do exist. I think it'd be kind of sad right about now. Everyone is asleep. No one to talk to, just kind of fumbling in my own thoughts. In this freezing cold cell. I'm not gonna lie, it's really cold. Kane gave me his jacket earlier, but I put it back on him while he was asleep. Hi.
Here. Drops her coat.
Oh, no, it's okay. Like it's still cold, and you're not like the warmest either.
I'm next, Ken. It's fine.
Candles are not that
Keep
warm.
it.
Thanks, Doc.
Don't mention. Thank you.
For what?
Existing.
Well then, thank you too for existing.
Get some rest.
I'll try
Probably
to.
gonna need it or whatever they're gonna about to throw it to us.
Yep. You should sleep too. It'll help you feel faster, probably.
I'll try. No guarantees. Good night.
Night.
Alone within the twilight, waiting for the fate that I lacked. I start to extend my hand, and for once someone is reaching back. Life is so full of magic and wonder, more than I could ever dream. I refuse to lose everything that I found in this team. I see a blue thread tied round my heart. Is it leading me down the right path? When did it all start? I have all of these burning questions. It's time I found the truth. We'll see a new dawn. I don't know which way I should go. I'll try to find a future that I don't know. Even if my plans all unfurled, I'll never give up on this world. I cannot let this wonder end. I have too much to protect. I will not bend. I will scream as hard as wind.